What's going on, everybody? Mrs. Lai back here, and welcome back to the channel. A successful Nigerian cardiologist in the United States who is earning at least 6 figures has just ended his own life. And you may be wondering why. Well, due to the overwhelming child support payment he was ordered to make. We're talking about $15,000 a month. This is not 15,000 naira a month. This is not 15,000 cedis, 15,000 pesos. This is $15,000 a month. Well over 3 million naira a month. Now, guys, this is not just a tragedy. This is a lesson that every man needs to hear. Every man needs to learn from. So stay tuned, because what I'm going to be sharing with you could actually save your life. MNMJ, make Nigeria great again. Hit the like button, guys, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to this news right here. It says, US-based Nigerian cardiologist reportedly ends it all over $15,000 child support ruling. Dr. Ikenna Erine, a 36-year-old, pardon me, Igbo people, if I didn't say that well. A 36-year-old Nigerian cardiologist, 36-year-old, this is a young man, based in the United States, has reportedly ended it all following a court ruling that ordered him to pay $15,000 in monthly child support to his ex-wife. Originally from Anambra State, Dr. Erine had been entangled in a prolonged custody battle over his children. Reports indicate that he struggled financially after spending thousands on legal fees and losing his medical license amid the case. Nigerian American Clayton Udo shared the news on Twitter or X, attributing Erine's tragic decision to financial and emotional distress caused by the ruling. Udo criticized the US legal system, claiming it disproportionately affects African men. He spent thousands in legal fees, lost his medical license, and was slammed with a $15,000 monthly payment plus restricted access to his children. Now, make Nigeria great again. Listen, guys, there's something I come on this channel to tell you every single time we talk about child support, every single time we talk about custody, every single time we talk about this kind of stories. And what do I say? I say, listen, the system is not built for men. You have to understand how the child support laws work out there, especially out in the West. I know in Nigeria you might be able to get away with a few, one or two things, but you have to understand that when you are working out there as a guy who is making enough money, the court does not care what you have to say. The court does not care what you are currently in or what situation you are involved at that point in time. You might get sick, you might face some financial hardship, you might lose your license over some funny thing or the other. The only thing they care about is the numbers. You have to understand that this family court out there, even in Nigeria here as well, is fully biased to the women. Now, what am I saying? What I'm saying is this. They would say, oh, a woman should be the one who should nurture the kids. And I agree with that. I understand. The woman should nurture the kids. The woman should take care of the kids. You as a man, you have to be from out there, financing her, supporting her, helping her. But you should not get access to those kids that much. We see a lot of that on my channel. We always review a lot of the Justice Court TV out here. So don't come and say, Mr. Sly, when you talk about it. I do every time. But what I show you is that no matter what you come to court to come and say, no matter how you try to prove your case, at the end of the day, the women are going to have an upper hand over you in that court. And that is because the system is not built for men. Let's also understand something, guys. I know I tell men, be the guy who works hard, be the guy who makes money, be the guy who lifts up, who has this access to wealth and finance. But you have to understand that success does not protect you. Okay? We have Dr. Erine here on one hand, who was highly educated, respected, wealthy, but none of that saved him from the system. Many men think if I become successful, I'll never face problem like this. That's a lie. As a matter of fact, the more you earn is the more likely you are to become a target for those women who know, if I can get this guy, if I can have kids for him, then I can take him to court and make as much as I can from him. But you're not going to understand that. So that's why I say, when you make money, you begin to ask yourself, after amassing this wealth, after amassing this income, this finance, this establishment, why do I still need a woman in my life? But let's go on now. Another thing we do not really consider when it comes to these situations of dealing with the child family court and all that is the emotional toll it has on men. Nobody discusses the stigma around men's mental health. Nobody says, oh, how is the man feeling when all of this is going on? When Tuface Idibia announced his divorce, I came here to say, with all the type of BS that Annie has put Two-Face through, we should be considering Two-Face in DBS mental health, and we should support him in this move to break away from such a toxic marriage. Most people came and said, Mrs. Lai, what are you actually saying? No. Are you saying they should divorce? I'm saying no. I'm saying the mental health is very important of a man. But what you have is a society that says, oh, you are a man, just man up, deal with it silently, don't complain, who are you? Well, that's what you get. Now you see a man like Dr. Erine suffering, going through a lot. And when he went through all of this, he couldn't bear it anymore, and then he took this route, which I do not advocate for. Please, that should not be your option. But what I'm saying is, when men suffer, they suffer in silence. No one talks about the emotional and psychological damage this situation causes for men. Now, one important red pill lesson I want you men to understand in this is, you have to protect yourself before it's too late. Don't get trapped in a relationship without understanding the risks. Don't get into a marriage without understanding what you get to lose. Don't have kids in a system that is not going to favor you as a man. That's why most times when I tell guys who jackpot overseas, I say, if you jackpot overseas, anything you want to have with regards to marriage, anything you want to have with regards to kids, let it be back in Nigeria. Okay? That's a system you can easily still handle better than out here where everything is all favored or tuned to favor the woman. As a man also, you have to understand financial discipline. You don't just build wealth with the sole aim of handing it over to a woman in the name of divorce, or handing it over to a woman in the name of child support, and this can apply in any scenario whatsoever. And most especially, guys, you have to understand that the importance of prenups, the importance of legal awareness, the importance of choosing the right partner. In fact, there is no way you can choose the right partner, but that's topic for another day. But you have to understand the legal awareness around having kids, the legal issues around being in a marriage in a system that is not built to favor you. So if you're watching this as a man, remember, the system is not out to protect you. Okay, you have to protect yourself. Share this video with guys so that they can get this awareness we're trying to share out here. MNMGA, make Nigerian men great again. With that being said, it is what it is. I'm out.